What's up, homie? Huh? Oh. Oh. Is that how you act, huh? When a friend makes a mistake, huh?
No,
really?
Man.
Oh, so what? It's just me getting hurt? Is that funny?
No,
huh?
man.
Oh, you! I'm gonna put you in the ground. You laugh at me again.
What's going on, all you smug Crusaders? Crusader Actual here, and today we're covering a super long Amberlynn Reid video. Yeah, by the end of this, I freaking feel like that this video I'm recording and going to release is going to be like close to 2 hours. So recently, Amberlynn Reid released a reactionception video where she reacted to a video by OhLordyItsJordy. A lot of you probably know him. Obviously, if you know my channel, you probably know him. He's one of the more prominent reaction channels in the Amberverse. Me personally, I've never watched a lot of his videos, and now I'm regretting that I haven't done that. Because after watching this, it was like watching one of Jordy's videos for the first time, and they're honestly pretty funny. So definitely, if you haven't heard of OhLordyItsJordy, check him out. Check out his videos, very funny. So naturally, right, since she's getting onto reaction channels, I, by proxy, had to freaking react to it as well. So basically, I'm reacting to Amber reacting to a channel reacting to her content. So it makes sense, right? Just go with it. Just shut up and go with it. This is what you're getting. Anyway, this video I'm reacting to was released on October 9th, and it is titled, I Get Angry. Reacting to a pointless reaction channel. So if that doesn't say anything, Amber's clearly hurt by the criticisms that Jordy had, because at the end of the day, right, like these are criticisms. Like reaction channels typically, if they don't like something about a channel they react to, it's typically just a criticism, but Amber's got to step it up a notch and show how hurt and bothered she clearly is by this by calling him pointless, which I would disagree with, because honestly at this point reaction channels are the only thing that's keeping Amberlynn Reid's channel alive at this point, right? Because since she took the liberty to take down or complain to the points where Reddit and Kiwi Farms is another story, but Reddit, like all the Reddit pages and stuff like that, got taken down. I think, honestly, those things hurt her views, and reaction channels are one of the few things she has left that are keeping her channel alive and bringing her views. So I think she should be a little more appreciative of us, right? You're welcome, Amber. You're welcome for keeping food on your table for you. I mean, really not me, but you know what I mean. So if you're watching this, particularly if you're watching this during the premiere, strap in. It's going to be a long one. Tell your boss to shut up that you're watching Crusader Actual. I'm sure they'll understand, and it'll be alright. We'll get through this together, alright? I think this video is going to be coming out on Veterans Day, so special thank you to all the veterans out there who have paved the way for all the younger generations of the U.S. military that are coming through right now and currently serving. Without your efforts, we would be lost. I mean, if you're talking about a lieutenant in the army, they are always lost. But, yeah, you get what I mean, right? Can't spell lost without LT. Anyway, special thank you to all the veterans, right? Just all jokes aside, thank you for everything you do. Thank you to your service for the United States of America. Absolutely appreciate it. Also, would like to extend a thank you, of course, to our noble knights, right? I'll put them right up here. We got October Moon, Ghastly, Essler, Cancer, Hemlock T, An Actual Pirate, RPG Gamer, Lace with Game, Rhinosaurus, Kimmy0612, Daniel Palumbo, Daniel Papas, Betrayal Decoded, CC, My, Timmy78, Blip Blop, KSC, Eva Korakova, Josephine, Dr. A, Amy E, Jennifer Carl, Skullcap, Smallest Dad, Thirsty Mango, Lilith, B Rivers, Penny Royalties, Honey, and Elizabeth W. Thank you for all your continued support to your channel. If you wish to support the channel, click on the freaking join in the description below. It's $2.99, and it gets access to all the cool emojis that people will be using in the prayer. There's like freaking emojis of me that are a lot more ripped than I am, and there's emojis of my cats, Grayson and Bear, who if you've been watching the channel for a while, you know exactly who those little fucks are. I'm just kidding, they're not fucks, I love them very much. Anyway guys, I'm not going to take up too much of your time. Let's get into this video. Alright, yeah, I don't know if you see the time. I guess I've been doing YouTube for a year and I still can't figure out how my hands go. At the time over there, I gotta reach, it's way over there. This video's an hour and 8 minutes, dude. So imagine how long a reaction's gonna be. I have her at 1.25 speed. I'm not going any faster because she sped up Jordy, and if I made it any faster, it's just gonna make it ridiculous. You won't be able to understand Jordy. This will be interesting because I'm reacting to Amber in real time while she's reacting to Jordy reacting to her. So I'm trying to keep up with like 2 conversations going on. So we'll see how my smooth brain is able to handle that.
Hello, so welcome to a new video. Surprisingly, people want me to react to reaction channels, which
I don't think anyone actually wants that though, because we've seen how this has gone in the past, and it's not at all entertaining. It's very boring, and Amber's not quick on her feet. She's not witty. She doesn't really have anything funny to say, and her comebacks and the way she defends herself are just very silly, dude. It's kind of like, I'm not stupid, you are. You know what I mean? If you like argue with a kid, that's basically what's going on here.
I understand. I can find that entertaining. I can see where the entertainment lays. I don't mind a reaction here or there, but to have a whole channel that is relying on someone else's content so you can react to every single video they put up, or even 80 to 90% of every single
video. Oh, I'm glad she gave us actually percentages so we know where right and wrong is. Thanks, Amber. Thank you for that.
Video they put up. Come on now. A few reactions here.
What's wrong with that, though? Like, you're stupid, Amber. Like, people are free to do whatever they want with their YouTube channels, just like you're free to fucking eat yourself into an early... You know what I mean? You know where I'm going with that? I'm not going to complete that sentence because I don't want to get in trouble, but you know what I mean? She's free to do those things. Oh, by the way, did anyone see that she got like banned on TikTok? I think she may have got, I don't know. I don't keep up with it. Again, I don't have TikTok. You guys know that I dislike TikTok. But she tried to make light and basically use her alleged ED, you know what I mean? And her relapsing to get views and sympathy. So let's not freaking be hypocritical here and get pissed at reaction channels where you pretend to be going through something that is very real and that people really struggle with, and you took the time to try and record it and act like you're going through it, in my opinion, to garner sympathy and to get views. So I don't think you have the leg to stand on when it comes to this. So how about you shut your mouth and let people run their channels the way they want to? How about that?
Here and there, I don't see any issue with it. And we're going to do it in Amberlynn Reid fashion.
Right, so as lazy as possible with as little as effort as possible.
I don't care enough to learn how to edit where
it's almost like I knew she was going to say that.
I don't care to have the little thing down here like all reaction channels have.
That's me.
I just don't care enough. I'm not a reaction channel.
That's me.
I'm just doing this for fun. So I decided to choose a reaction channel that I've only seen a few of their videos because I don't really know their take on me completely. I didn't want to do a reaction channel that I've seen plenty of their videos. I already know the things they're going to complain about, what they're going to say. So I decided to choose someone different. And yeah, the video is called How Will Amberlynn Win Back Her Audience? I don't really know what that means. What
do you mean you don't know what it means? That you've alienated your audience over the past few years because you're so terrible to them? You tell people to stop watching you, stop following you, to move on to XYZ, and just how generally terrible you are to your audience? Do you mean that? I think you know what he means by that title. I think you know exactly what that means, idiot.
Want to win back my audience, first of all.
Yeah, she doesn't want to win back her audience. Let's just cut it there, edit it out, make it sound like she say that.
I want to just be myself and share what I want. If you don't like that person, then I don't know what to do because I can't
So she's basically confirming that she's just kind of a crappy human being, which is fair. Like, that's what we know. This is no surprise.
Seeing someone else just to win people back. All I can do is just be genuinely myself. Hi, baby girl.
I mean, I can respect that to a degree, but we also know she's just kind of a garbage human being.
I loves you. All I can do is just be genuinely myself and hope for the best, honestly. Never, ever try to make people like you, because then it's just going to be a sad life.
Right, which is what she's done with all of her partners by adopting their personalities. So, yeah, I get it.
Just be yourself. Be a good person. Be a good person. Anyways, let's get into this. Baby girl, are you gonna go lay down?
This is like the only time she interacts with her animals is when she's on camera, so she can prove to people that she cares about her animals. I don't... That's, in my opinion, that's how she does this.
Mama has to react to a reactor. Oh, let me love her first. Let me love her. Go in bedsies. Go in bedsies. Good girl. Oh. Alrighty.
Happy
So
Thursday,
dumb.
lovely people. Still going, still going. I want all of you to wake up every day of November with the first thought being, am I a party person yet?
Again, I just want you to know I've never watched Jordy before, and that's a fault of mine, probably. I've heard a lot of good things. But so this is exciting for me to see, like, another reaction channel in the Amberverse.
Am I a party person yet? So every morning I'm going to wake up and ask myself that question. Okay. If I was to answer that question right now, I would say I am a party person.
Amber's not a party person. She's the most boring person I've ever seen in my life. What is she going to do? She doesn't leave her freaking house. And we've seen Amberlynn Reid's parties. Shout out to, Halloween of 2019, where she had the... Remember the list she had? Those, like, all the party games she's going to have, and one of them's, like, a fucking obstacle course. But ended up being, like, the same 4 people that we see in every episode show up. You know what I mean?
I'm weird about big crowds, so let's keep the crowd just, smaller and intimate.
Yeah, it's you, Becky, Eric, and Ricky.
For now.
Throughout the end of the year, who knows? For today's adventure through that post, you will need new makeup.
Oh, and by the way, I am watching this at 1.5 speed.
Yeah, thank you, clearly.
Too fast
Shut
for you
up.
guys. Normally, I watch all YouTube videos at 2 times speed.
So that's unsurprising. Amber's a child. I'm sorry, maybe it's my brain that's slow and smooth, right? There's no wrinkles on my brain, so I watch things in, like, regular speed so I can process everything.
My attention span is super short, so I needed to go by quicker and faster. I decided I'm just going to do 1.5 for the sake of this video so I don't, like, frustrate anyone with, like, it going too quickly.
This is an energy drink of your choosing and some tape to keep your eyelids open. Take that last bite because we are swallowing our way back into the Amberverse.
Hello, welcome to a new video.
Oh, you can't even see Jordy because my dumb...
this is,
Shit, you can't even see Jordy because my dumb face is in the way. I mean, those of you who've seen Jordy, you know what he looks like.
Today I got my CT scan results back. I'm just about to do my makeup. I'm going to keep it short and sweet. You know what I find very interesting about reaction channels? I don't understand the thought process behind reacting to a vlog.
I don't understand the thought process between shoving food in your face for 9 years and gaining 300 pounds. So enlighten me on that one, because that's what I'm having a little hard time understanding. You know, it's one thing to react to a channel, but shoving food in your face and clickbaiting videos for views, I don't know. Enlighten me on that one, Amber.
Unless someone like goes on vacation somewhere super awesome, or like something really exciting happens in the vlog. But 9 times out of 10, like, a vlogger on YouTube is very much like day-to-day life, which is the boring stuff, if you will.
Which is, sure, yeah. I mean, I could agree with that, but they also put enough effort into their videos and make them exciting, right? You don't, like, these people that make these popular channels, or vlogs, really, right, if we want to be specific, generally know how to be upbeat, how to make their videos engaging and fun to watch. I mean, something Amber wouldn't really understand because she puts 0 effort into her videos, right?
Well, reacting to vlogs, it's not entertaining.
I mean, it is. I mean, dude, there's reaction channels for every popular YouTube vlogger, like the Ace family, whatever. Like, there's a bunch of channels that react to that. Like, dude, there's plenty of examples. I don't need to sit out. I mean, y'all are smart. Y'all are adults out there, right? Amber's the only idiot here that doesn't seem to understand that.
I watch a few vloggers who I love. They're white noise. I watch them while I'm eating sometimes, while I'm writing.
And plus, again, in Amber's sake, like, the reaction channels make her content consumable, right? You know what I mean? Like, Jordy, when he makes videos about Amber, like, people like to watch it because he's entertaining and makes Amber's videos bearable, right?
It's good stuff to watch in that way, but if I was to, like, sit there and react to it, it's a snooze fest.
But it's funny because that's what she's doing here.
So I just don't understand reacting to my vlogs.
And you don't have to understand it. I'll never understand being shitty human beings to all the people in your lives. I'll never understand purposely stuffing my face with food to get views. I'll never understand clickbaiting titles, making up diagnoses to get views. So, I mean, hey, tomato, Amber, we got it.
Very strange, especially because people find them so
especially
boring. We are using my new foundation brush, so I'm pretty
Does she mean the makeup or the process of doing the makeup? Because when I think of the Amberlynn Reid show, and I think short, sweet, and to the point, there really is no point, you know? I mean, what are we doing here?
I mean, that's true. There's no, there's no structure to any of Amber's videos. They just go off in random directions.
We're just kind of observing this woman's life. There's not really a point.
Yeah.
Yes, that is true. Vlogs are observing someone's life.
Thank you, Amber. That was enlightening.
I don't know, a little existential dread to start off the episode.
Excited about that. And it's better be good because this was over $20. I don't think I've ever bought a makeup brush that was expensive. But, like,
There's the flex.
Celine actually bought all my makeup for me. It was so sweet. So she's the one who technically bought. Oh, people were saying, like, oh my God, why are you so shocked that she bought you the makeup? Does she not buy you things and stuff like that? She does. It's just, I don't expect her to.
We gotta
buy
justify
me,
wifey of
especially,
my
like, a large
girlfriend's
quantity of it.
existence.
So yeah, that's why I was saying, like, it was shocking. It was just sweet of her. Like, any sweet gesture. I'm just, like, not used to that type of energy from someone, especially someone who, like, this is
Acting as if Becky didn't care on Amber every waking moment of their relationship. Dude, how freaking unappreciative can someone be, dude? She's just really got to shade Becky at every chance she gets, huh?
shade towards anybody, but it's like
It is.
every single month.
It 100%
when
is.
She pays me, like, we just do it through Venmo because it's easier. She sends me the rent through Venmo. She'll send me, like, the electricity, utility money, like, et cetera, et cetera. Like, it feels like I'm getting free money, and we joke about it every single time. I'm like, oh, when you paying me? I'm just not used to, like...
Wow, that's so funny. Oh my God. Wow, I'm dying laughing. That's so funny.
Getting large chunks of money for other people paying their way for living. So it's kind of cool. It's like, I only have to pay half the bills now. Like, ma'am. I'm just, like, grateful for that type of situation type deal. It's super expensive.
I'm going to be calling Amber an idiot a lot in this video, and I hope that's okay with you guys, because, like, I've just had it with how stupid Amber is, and she's, like, very clearly kind of an idiot, you know?
Brush. I didn't even...
That was an idiotic
When
statement.
you're clearing well over 6 figures, and you have been by working in your house for 5 hours a week for years now, that's $20.
That's such a good point. Look at Amber's face. She loves it. She loves that she has to put zero effort and provide nothing to society to make a ridiculous amount of money.
Makeup brush. Now, I'm not going to go into the whole diatribe about what I think that whole dynamic
Sad.
is between the two of them. Strolled up to the Ulta counter, popped her collar, and said, baby girl, I got this. I'm not going to get into that again. I mean...
So the way that Feline did it was we were both in Ulta. By the way, someone also, like, this is bad to react, because then I start thinking of, like, all the comments that I've seen recently, or, like, DMs I've gotten. People are like, did you not even go into Ulta because, like, you didn't film? Last time I went to Ulta, they saw me filming, which this has happened. I've been on YouTube for 10 years. This has only happened, like, a handful of times, maybe 3 or 4. They saw me filming and they said, you cannot film in here. So now every time I go into Ulta, you will not see me filming. But, you know, I recently went to Walmart. I recently went to Five Below, World Market, like, just recent places that I filmed. But Ulta says that's a no, no, no. But while we were...
Yeah, I think most places don't want you filming without, like, consent or approval, because, like, you're going to catch other people on camera that may have not consented to being filmed. So, I mean, I respect that. I mean, a lot of gyms do that
Ulta,
too.
It was like, I think I was, like, picking up my last thing, and Feline was just like, I'm going to buy this for you. I'm going to buy these things for you. It was just, like, random, sweet. She's thoughtful, and that's kind of how that happened.
Wow, so amazing.
But I'm not going to get to it. You know, I could talk about why she's doing that because she's not getting in on the rent or anything like that, but I'm not going to.
Wait, what?
No,
Not getting in on the rent. I don't know. Are you insinuating that she doesn't pay for rent? Because she very much does. She pays for groceries. She pays for toiletries, essentials, cleaning supplies, pays for things for me sometimes, like we both do. She pays half of all the bills. I'm very grateful for that.
So...
I don't know why that's so funny.
$20 for makeup brush. What's the point? Oh my gosh, the point. It keeps making its rounds tonight. What's the point in you bringing that up when you're making well over $100,000 a year?
I think $20 for a makeup brush, even if you're like Kim Kardashian, like, it's $20 for a makeup brush. I just find it to be kind of pricey.
What's the $20?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that, but also Amber can't resist to, like, flex on people about money, because at the end of the day, that's really all she cares about,
Brush.
in my opinion.
It's like a plastic hat. Oh, okay. Look how nice. I'm so excited. See, like I said, I watch quite a few vloggers, and they all vlog this type of stuff. They all show themselves doing their makeup, talking about little piddly things.
Yeah, but again, they do... Oh, hey, bud, what's going on? Yeah? Come on, get in Daddy's lap. There you go, bud. Oh, why are you wet? Why are you wet? Why is your tail wet?
As such.
What was I saying? Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, but I don't mean to be yelling. Oh, yeah. Fuck, I don't remember what I was saying. Grayson's cuteness just overwhelmed me. We're just going to keep going.
Grammar?
Oh, yeah. The other channels, again, make their content very entertaining and easy to watch.
Just like very tedious things. And I enjoy that. But to sit there and like react to it is so boring, regardless of who you're reacting to. I just find this to be so weird that this reaction channel clearly reacts to almost every single one of my vlogs.
Who cares?
And high rarity, I know. It's crazy. It just, yeah, it's crazy. That's the only word
All right, who's cuter, Grayson or Rarity? They're both
I can
cute.
come up with right now.
This is the
Right,
airbrush
bud.
blurry foundation brush, so it's supposed to like make it look really good. But brushes for also. So anyways, I am actually getting ready because I have my doctor's appointment.
What's up, bud?
And I just felt like putting on makeup.
Yeah, I did.
I don't know.
Wait a second. If she has another doctor's appointment, okay, we might be in the twilight zone here for a second. A moment, just a moment. Didn't she just not want to wear foundation because of the mask? Because anytime, at least in Pittsburgh, I feel like the
Yeah, I had a recent vlog where I didn't want to put on foundation because my mask is white. And sometimes, I gotta be honest, it annoys me to get makeup on there. But I knew that after my appointment, we were going out and we were gonna go do a few things. So I was like, you know what? I want to like wear foundation.
Yeah, go
I'll just
to
deal
go
with
to
it when
freaking Walmart. Yeah, got it.
I figured. So sometimes I deal with the foundation on my mask and sometimes I don't. It's not really a big conspiracy.
places you have to wear masks anymore are doctor's offices, dental offices,
I mean, not-
hospitals. But I kind of feel like
Not everything's a conspiracy. Like, you can speculate. It doesn't make it a conspiracy, at least in my opinion. You know what I mean?
it's always been like that, like even before the big pandemic.
Yeah. I thought he was trying to say we should have only worn masks during the pandemic.
Oh, yeah, Amber's gotta act like she's a freaking, like, white knight for masks and, like, cared so much about taking proper precautions during the pandemic when, like, dude, in my opinion, Amber's one of those people that, like, clings to whatever social media majority of people are saying to act like she cares what they care about to get more views and attention. Like, remember, I did a video about her talking about masks and stuff for a long time ago. I'm like, yeah, I get it. Like, masks are important. Should have worn masks. Should do that when we were being told to do that. But Amber, like, over-amplified it to act like she really cared about it. You know what I mean? And she's doing that here, absolutely.
In hospitals and such, and I was about to be like, ma'am, what? No. But he's saying that we always should have.
And she's acting like, dude, like, and I'm sorry, but, like, if you're my age, Amber's age, like, the pandemic was the first time anyone's really been enforced to wear masks in hospitals, and she's acting like this has been, like, a thing that should have happened for a long time, regardless of your opinion on it, right? I'm just trying to say that Amber pretends to care about things that she probably doesn't actually care about.
Had to,
in my opinion.
Where, like, I agree with that. We should have always had to wear, like, masks and stuff
Yeah.
even before COVID happened.
There we
I
go.
completely agree. Like, when going into hospitals, it feels weird not to do that now. Like,
I mean, Amber's the queen of going to hospitals, so I guess she would know best, huh?
I know some people still get away, even where I live, get away with not wearing a mask in the doctor's office, and it's so weird to me. And I'm just like, how can you be in a said area without a mask? It, like, creeps me out.
I'm not even going to respond to this because it's just shitty. She's just stupid.
On yesterday about how she doesn't want to wear foundation because it would run off a mask, and now we're wearing it again. No consistency.
I like to look presentable when I go in public, and 9 times out of 10 I don't. I don't know, I went through an era, I don't know if like you guys went through this era too, ever, like if you wear makeup, where I would never leave the house without makeup on. This era started in high school, actually.
Me doing my makeup right now makes me wish I was wearing makeup right now. It's okay. Future Amberlynn, hopefully while you're editing this, you'll be wearing makeup.
Around 17 years old, and it lasted for...
I just don't like myself without
Now, that
makeup.
kind of makes sense to me, because I feel like with Amberlynn, she is very about control. And when it comes to...
I mean, I agree with that. I love Amber when she's like, whoa. I don't know if you can see my helmet do it, but her face does that when she's, like, shaking her head.
Whoever does.
Why? Okay.
Amber does have to always be in control, though. Like, can we agree on that? We can agree on that,
How
right?
is... How are they turning this into a...
Why she keeps saying... I mean, I don't know. Jordy goes by different pronouns, but she keeps calling Jordy they. I mean, if that's what he goes by, that's fine. I'm just not aware of it.
control thing? I'm just saying, like, I don't like how I look without makeup, and at a young age, I hated it even more. But as I have grown older, it's like, it is what it is. I'm gonna be seen without makeup. it is what it is.
Well, she doesn't go anywhere, so she can't be seen with or without it, so...
It's more so about not control, but about the fact that I think I am insanely ugly. I am self-conscious about my dark circles.
Yeah, dude, you just have to wear a helmet. That's what I do.
And blemishes that I have, the color of my skin, it has nothing to do with control and more so everything to do with how I hate how I look.
When it comes to nourishment, she feels like she doesn't have a lot of control. So for things like having nice makeup, that's something that she can control. So she went through a period of time where she always had to wear makeup when she was leaving the house. Makes sense. You know, if you don't feel like you can control some things in your life, well, hey, at least I can put on a full mug of makeup.
I did it because
I mean, that's fair, right? I can agree with that point from Jordy. I can see that.
You know, they say for guys, beards are their makeup because
I've heard of
beard,
that.
A guy goes from being like,
Yeah, it must be nice to be able to grow a beard.
7 to 4.
I'm like 30 years old and still going through puberty. I mean, I have to shave for work, but like with that course I was at, I got to like not shave for like 10 days, which is like honestly the longest I've gone without shaving in my adult life, which is, I mean, that might be hard to believe, but it's true. And all I could do was like mustache, right? And if you know Jordy's face and like his beard, that's kind of what mine would look like a little bit on the sides, some under and like on the chin and like goatee and like the mustache, but doesn't connect to the chin or anything or go up the side of my face. So it's a very puby beard.
It's true. Guys look better with beards.
I don't know. I'd have to try it for like a month or so though and see where it turned out.
Right,
But it looked pretty good, I think, because I have pretty good hair. Like my hair is like probably the best feature I have. So if it all worked out, it would look pretty good.
Let's see it then.
You know my biggest problem with my beard though?
He's not ugly. He's actually really cute. But
That's
I do
nice.
find
That's nice
that
to say.
guys do look more attractive with facial hair. Just a preference.
Yeah.
Like what we talk about on here, my beard. Like,
I mean, they just look older too. Like, I mean, I'm freaking 30, like I said, and I look like I'm like 24. I have a baby face.
my beard doesn't really come up on my cheek that much, and I feel like that's like
Yeah,
where
me
the
neither,
sweet spot
dude.
is for men.
I feel ya.
hair. Like it looks the best when it comes up on their cheek like this, and
It depends.
ever so slightly it's coming in.
But what do I
a little
know?
bit, you know what? It loves to grow right here in like a giant, dark, thick patch.
Embrace it.
Just like makes me mad. Like I wish it would come up.
Nah, embrace it. You look good.
Like
I
beard
like Amber. I like that Amber's giving facial hair advice.
oil or any of that stuff kind of work. Like I've never really explored it. Like whatever. What are we doing? Right, Amberlynn Reid. Right. Amberlynn Reid. Okay, makeup. Yeah.
Maybe until I was around like 22. So it lasted about 5 years where I just would not go in public without a little bit of something. I feel like that's kind of a bad habit. I don't know. For myself, like if you're like that, then you know, it's fine, do you. But like for myself, it just didn't. I don't know. It just felt like, come on.
Jordy's just fucking yawning the whole time. I know you can't see him because my dumb face is in the way, but
I'm so afraid for
he's
people to see
yawning.
your true face. 'Cause
I
makeup
feel
is,
it,
like,
man.
art. Like,
I
truly,
feel it.
transforms someone's face like wholeheartedly. Yeah, I need to hurry. I actually have to leave in 12 minutes, so I'm a little rushy. What is? Oh, okay. My friend just called me. What was trying to FaceTime me? I think it was an accident. Yeah.
Update, it was an accident because she was texting me and she accidentally pressed the call button. So yeah, that was an accident.
Oh, that's so funny and quirky. Oh my
Update.
God, such a
This
cute
is my
couple.
bed. I'll catch up with you guys in a little bit. I'm just like super anxious about this appointment.
Like I talked about in yesterday's episode, she gets anxious anytime she goes out of the house. You know how you eat that? You know how you remove that from your life?
No, I don't.
Okay, well, how about you listen to what he has to say instead of interrupting him, idiot?
Wait, what? And I feel like I should go watch the video you're talking about. No, I don't. I was anxious here because I was going to the doctor.
I don't care. Let Jordy explain, please.
Where I was going to find out if my nodule got bigger, if my fluid was getting worse around my lungs, if I had to do a biopsy.
Didn't the nodule just go away? I mean, I don't know. I haven't kept up with this. This was before I got back. I was gone during all this, so I didn't keep up with this. The nodule saga of the Amberverse.
Things were just getting worse in general.
I haven't heard about it in like new videos, so.
I was very anxious every time I go to the doctor or get a CT scan or anything to do with anything hospital related.
As if she even does anything to take care of herself,
super
dude.
Anxious. It's not about leaving the house. I love leaving the house.
Came from first-hand experience.
If it's going to Walmart, Target, or the Cheesecake Factory. Let's please specify here, right?
I did that. Anytime doing anything, going anywhere, anxiety. You know how you need that? Every day. Leave the house, go do something. It doesn't matter.
Like, I can get that. There was a time in my life, and it was actually a recent time, where leaving the house did give me a lot of anxiety, but I think I'm out of that now because, like, you know, the last 10 plus places I've been, that wasn't the doctor, wasn't the hospital. I actually didn't have any anxiety at all. It felt so freeing to be able to just be in public and not be so scared. Do I get a little anxious over stupid shit, like walking across the street as a car is waiting for me? Yeah, because I walk slow, I waddle, I never want to hold up people.
She confirmed the waddling. That's good. Good for her. But she is like a worry and anxiety person. Like, she's scared and gets worried about like every little thing that
I know some
happens.
people could be in a rush or what it may be, or what it may
She was scared jumping off that 6-inch curb, dude.
be. Okay. But I mean, yeah, little things make me anxious, but I don't get anxiety leaving the house anymore.
I don't know. I don't know if I believe that.
And
I mean, regardless, I guess it doesn't matter.
it's kind of awesome because for a while I felt stuck in that. So whatever advice you're fixing to give, past Amberlynn, you should have told her then.
It doesn't matter about consistency. It's asking for it. It says anxiety, uncomfortableness, panic, bring it on. Hit me with your best shot. And when you start to do it every day, you show yourself and you show your mind that you are more powerful than those thoughts and you can do it. And then it won't bother you anymore. I mean, it really, like, I like to say, like, most things in life aren't like flipping a switch. Like, it takes gradual work and everything like that. But with anxiety, once you beat it, for me personally, it felt like a light switch. I mean, I used to be like a wreck sometimes with anxiety, just nerve.
That's actually really inspiring and motivating because I feel like a lot of people watching you probably suffers with anxiety. I feel like anxiety is so common now. And to hear that and to know that, you know, that's possible to get to that point is really inspiring because trust me, the first time I ever had an anxiety attack was when I was 18 years old. And luckily I was sitting with my mom. Sorry, Mom, if you're watching this, she's also queen of anxiety. It kind of runs in the family. So she knew exactly what was happening. And honestly, 9 times out of 10, the first time someone has a panic attack or an anxiety attack, they're not around people who understand it. Like me and Feline were recently talking about that, and that's scary. I'm almost 32. I've had anxiety for almost 14 years. I've been having anxiety attacks and panic attacks for almost 14 years. And it's gotten so much better because, you know, he's right. You learn how to manage it in a sense. Sometimes it feels impossible. And other times I have to remind myself, mind over matter. Mind over matter. Something my mom also taught me, which works a lot. I can't say every time. Stop yourself. Don't even stop yourself. Keep having that panic attack. But answer these questions. What do you smell? What do you see? What do you feel? What do you hear? And sometimes it does take you out of an anxiety attack or really bad anxiousness. So.
Time. Stomach churning.
I mean, I've heard of that. I don't have a lot to say for this because I don't know. I've never labeled myself as someone that has anxiety. Like, I get stressed out about shit. I get stressed, like, in public with a lot of people around and shit like that. Like, I love going, dude, concerts. My wife and I love going to concerts, but I get stressed out, like, being in the big group of people sometimes. But I would never label it as anxiety, though. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I don't know if that's me just not understanding the differences, maybe. But I'm also not one of those people that just want to like label myself with certain things, like, oh my god, I have anxiety, where I'm just like, I don't know, I just get stressed out and feel uncomfortable in big public crowds. So I don't know. If Amber goes through that, that sucks. That's cool. She's found a way to cope with it. But also, the other part of my brain is like, Amber just wants to tell herself she has anxiety, so she has more issues. But
you're like the nervous stomach, like butterflies in your stomach.
That's probably insensitive, but it's just how I feel. All right, guys, it's how I feel. Okay, please understand.
Awful, and then it's just my neck. So Amber, you gotta be getting out of the house every day. It doesn't matter what. Just push yourself to do things that scare you, because when you do, you become stronger.
I mean, that's fair. That's a good point from Jordy. I fucking hate heights, dude. And like, I get in so many situations where I have to like conquer heights, like doing like dumb shit that involves heights all the time, and I fucking hate heights.
I believe it.
I hate them. But it's true though. Do those things. Make yourself uncomfortable. Things will be better for you. Do uncomfortable things. Do things that push you to do things that make you scared, man. It benefits you. It sucks at the time, but then you do, and you're like, oh shit, I did that. It's good stuff. Motivation actual right here, okay?
Good news.
I almost said motivation, Lynn, and that would have been awkward. I would have had to edit that out. Do you understand?
I have tissue in my hand because I started crying. It was just like a few tears. Then it made my doctor have a tear. And then it made Feline have a tear. And we all kind of had a moment. I was thanking my doctor for just listening to me through everything, because I've had so many doctors who just like don't take me seriously. And I don't know. Finally, my doctor who just like is phenomenal.
I feel like I haven't really talked much about this whole situation since I uploaded this video.
That's
this doctor's amazing.
surprising.
Like, literally listened to me when I said I would feel safer getting a CT scan, you know, and she actually listened to me, and that's why she referred me. It was, I was just so grateful for her, and I shared a little bit about, you know, my past with doctors and just feeling like unheard, kind of, and she said that it does happen for people my size, that they don't always get heard, you know. I just feel really grateful, and I had to let her know, and still to this very second, I am so shocked that I was just suffering with walking pneumonia, because I always imagine pneumonia as are in your bed, you have a fever, you know, but I guess there's a such thing as walking pneumonia, and that's
Yeah, have you not heard of walking pneumonia in the fucking 32 years you've been alive, dude? Like, this is what happens when you don't leave the house. This is what Jordy's talking about. Well, I mean, Jordy's just saying leave the house, but look, you would probably know what walking pneumonia is if you left the house every once in a while.
I and health professionals thought that it could have been a lot worse. So I'm just very, very grateful.
It's interesting that the only time Amber wants to listen to what health professionals say is when they think when they're either praising her or giving her like a diagnosis that she can take back to YouTube. But any time else, if they're giving her constructive feedback or telling her what she needs to do to fix her problems, she claims to know better than them. So it's very interesting how that works.
Am I frustrated that I had a nodule, or what they thought was a 1.6 centimeter nodule, and then I went back?
She loves her decimals, doesn't she? 572.4, 1.6.
Back and they said I didn't have one.
Whatever. I was going to say meters, but that'd be fucking massive.
Yeah, because there was a lot of misdiagnoses, if you will.
Again, too, she only highlights like doctors messing up and stuff and just how wrong doctors are all the time when she's just like always right. So
During this
fucking Dr. Lynn here.
whole situation, I just have to be grateful that I stood my ground. I had people that were listening, willing to.
She's a
see
boss
what
babe,
the
guys.
issue
Do you
was. I think we
understand?
figured it out.
Do you understand that?
So.
Amber's a boss babe.
And good news, the nodule isn't there. They think that I really did just have like pneumonia, because I did take 2 different types of antibiotics at the exact same time, and the fluid has drastically improved. So I think that, well,
So the collapsed lung never happened. The nodule never happened. Or maybe it didn't never happen, it just healed on its own.
That is
Because Amberlynn Reid is a medical anomaly. If Amberlynn Reid ever passes away, her body is going to be studied by doctors for years to come, probably. She's going to be the answer and the cure to all of our ailments, I think.
It's very possible. My doctor did mention that a lot of people, when they have benign nodules, there's such a huge percentage of time where they'll go to get, you know, the bigger and better CT scan to just see more, and it just like disappeared. Benign nodules tend to disappear. So if I did have a nodule, it was clearly benign and it disappeared. Or if they just misread it, she said it could have been due to the fluid.
It just seemed awfully coincidental.
Okay.
You know, wait, hold on. Gotta bring out the speculation in me.
So you're about to see here my mood.
Oh, what is
completely
this?
Changes. I give this reaction channel in the beginning benefit
Just say his name, all right? It's Jordy, all right? Just, you know who it is. You've watched them before, you know.
of the doubt. I am accepting their advice, sharing my anxiety, you know, saying how he's cute, and just kind of
Right? Amber did her best, guys, all right? She just couldn't handle it anymore. She tried. She tried for 24 minutes of this video, okay?
giving him the benefit of the doubt and accepting what he's saying.
I'm sorry if this is really loud. She just like her mouth is like right here. Okay, she's like the mic is in her mouth right now.
If I disagree, I do it politely, etc.
Well, I wouldn't agree with that, but okay.
But then this is where I start getting very upset and frustrated, and I feel like this is just a perfect example that I do accept criticism.
Oh my God, when has this ever happened, dude? She's never actually accepted criticism. She always has to have an argument for everything people say about her, even like the most mundane, important thing, right? Okay, but go off, sis. You got it. Keep going. Keep feeling yourself. I'm here for it.
Do accept reaction channels, but then when you start speculating on my health,
Didn't she... And it's interesting that she says this, because she's going to get mad that he's speculating on her health, right? He's speculating on her health. Didn't she speculate that Stevie Wonder wasn't actually blind? You can't see my face, but I'm making a lot of like sarcastic facial gestures here, right? I'm being very animated with my face. You just can't see it, but I'm leaning like this. And you can probably see the face that I'm making. But didn't she do that? Didn't she speculate that someone that, you know, is actually blind, isn't blind, but now she's going to go after Jordy about this stuff? Does that make sense to you guys? It doesn't really make sense to me, okay?
And insinuating in a very low-key
She loves the word insinuating, though. If this was Sesame Street, insinuate would be the word of the day.
way
I mean, that's a big word for Amber. That might be the biggest word she knows.
that I could be lying.
With her mood switching, I'm going to become more of an asshole, so we'll just keep this ride going.
This is when I get angry, and you can definitely see the change.
You guys better be scared. Amber's angry.
I have always gone by the cliche quote, respect people who respect you. And
I mean, Amber's not really someone that commands respect. Or you should respect, to be honest. I'm all about respecting people, but we've watched our girl for 9 years, right? So we kind of understand at this point.
feel very disrespected as a person when I am being told that what I am saying isn't true,
Imagine how Stevie Wonder felt, dude. Fuck off.
especially when
Especially.
it comes to my health and everything that I've been sharing about it. It's extremely disrespectful, and then that's when a little bit of quote unquote my angry side comes out. It's hard, and you guys are kind of going to see that.
You know me. Wait, hold on. Gotta bring out the speculation in me. I have never known myself or anyone to go and have like a slew of medical issues, like the Golden Corral buffet of medical issues, and have
The Golden Corral of medical issues.
I don't
That's good. That's really funny.
think this type of speculation is healthy for anybody. Like,
Right, you shouldn't speculate that someone that's blind isn't blind, so fuck off, Amber.
speculating someone's health, like I'm literally
Oh, if we're talking about people's health too, remember the whole narc alert situation with her heart attack and how Amber responded to that? Kind of makes you
I've been
think.
so frustrated and scared
Hypocrite Lynn. For everyone to see.
with this whole thing, and I've shared with you guys every step of the way. You guys confused? Imagine how I was feeling.
Well, you lied and misdiagnosed. You diagnosed yourself with things that didn't happen.
Like, I was so confused. What type of person does that make you? To
Oh, dude, I could just drag this woman so hard right now. You guys know what I'm going to say.
speculate on someone else's health and fears and anxieties of what they're going through.
to this
You're such a dumb idiot, dude. A dumb, stupid idiot. Right? All those words are synonyms.
wrong on the medical staff. I mean, so many
Dumb, stupid idiot.
Is that a word? Just so much chaos, so many weird, vague
Yeah.
answers. Like,
Yeah.
this didn't happen, that didn't happen. Like, everything is resolving itself within a week's time. It's just,
Right? Just like her dangling ankle that was like ripped. Like all those ligaments were ripped and now she's fine in a couple weeks. Because she sprained it. She didn't fucking destroy
It
ligaments.
hasn't been a week's time. I don't know if you're playing with a traveler game or if you're time traveling. I don't know what you're doing.
Oh, that's a good one.
Hasn't been a
She
week?
got him. What a creative comeback. You're so stupid. Dude. You're so dumb. So dumb.
It's been over a month of just like fear, tests, confusions, diagnosis.
I mean, I would be worried about that the second I was gaining hundreds of pounds rapidly. Jesus, dude.
Confusions, and fear.
Not doing anything to better yourself. Not taking care of yourself. Not eating correctly. Not exercising. I can do this stupid head shake too, dude.
And for you to even be questioning, it's just kind of sad.
Stevie Wonder. I'm just gonna keep saying Stevie Wonder every time she attacks Jordy for these comments. Just everyone, please remember the Stevie Wonder things, right? Please. That puts us all into perception, right?
strange.
Into perspective. Hey, just I need to start holding my mimosas here because like I don't really drink, but for others it's more whatever, but like I always have to have a couple of mimosas to like before I record videos because it gets me a little more hyped up, a little more animated, and that's what you guys want, right? So sometimes I slur and mess up some words, just like I apparently don't know how you make green with colors. When I said last video, it was yellow and red.
I'm not saying that she's fit in. I'm not saying that.
But you gotta leave that shit. It's funny. You know, some of that stuff's just raw
If this is
and
actually what's
gone.
going on, it's very strange.
I'm not gonna
All of these
hide it. I
errors
don't
are
give a
taking
shit.
place
I'm an idiot. I
one
know.
after another like this.
Oh my god, thinks that they confused my fluid with a nodule because that would happen. I don't know. I just feel so lucky and grateful. This has been such a scary time for me, and hopefully he's coming. I have to walk downstairs. I just feel so grateful. I have to walk like weird, still my ankle's kind of wonky, but I just had to like immediately tell you guys because I just feel so much better. You have no idea. Like, I cannot wait to tell my mom because she's been so worried. So we're at the good old World Market. I've not been here in years, so I'm pretty.
There we go. This is a change from oh gosh, yachty. This is a change from Walmart and Target, I guess. I mean, I haven't been to a World Market in who knows how long.
Look,
I'm gonna go back already.
I'm obsessed with her. How much is it?
One of my most favorite vlogs to watch, and
I don't care.
I think that's why I like the vloggers that I watch so much, is them going shopping. Shopping vlogs are like my favorite. Like, where you going? What you looking at? You better give me a haul. Thank God.
Yeah, better touch everything.
Learning to be fearless loves to shop, and so does Sarah Ray Vlogus. Literally, they have hauls every single vlog.
I don't know who any of these people are.
Or it used to be relatable. I'm trying to slow it down a little bit, but it's like my favorite type of content. But to react to, boring. Like, what is the point?
I mean, I wouldn't even say that. I'd say I don't know these vloggers at all, but I imagine that they make their content consumable and enjoyable to watch.
Almost $16. She has a little blemish.
I just want to say something. So we're almost halfway done with this episode. I don't know if y'all pay attention.
I love how he calls them episodes.
I just wish Amber could record this a better way. Instead of like having to like reach over and pause. I don't know, it's such a weird angle, dude, because it's like if I was like sitting right here, right, and like I had like the keyboard like up here and like the monitor like right here, and I'm just like doing this the whole time. Wouldn't that be weird? Wouldn't you guys hate that? Like, dude, I don't know how you be on YouTube for this long and call this a job and you just don't do shit to improve yourself. Like, I'm not tooting my own horn, but like I try different things each video and try to do things better than I did before. Even if it's like a 1% difference, right? It's still trying to make that effort to get better. You know what I mean?
I don't know what it is.
It doesn't take much. Just put in a little bit of effort. It pays off in the end.
Cute, fun, fresh, love it.
I don't even make nearly as many views as she does, or get as many views as she does, but still, like, it's rewarding to at least try hard and do things better and learn and progress and see your work come together, right? You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Kind of stuff, but you know, as a content creator, I definitely do. I know Amberlynn does. Views, I would say over the past month, views have been down drastically.
For who?
I would say more than like in the past month. I think it's been going on the past like year, dude.
Lucky to get to 20,000. Amber, I would say recently, like in the recent past, the last few months, she's been doing like maybe triple what I do, 60.
Oh, maybe if he's talking about himself. I'm talking about Amber.
70. If it was like a thumbnail.
Views, such a hot topic lately.
It is because they're down. Don't try and say that they're not. Please, come on.
When it comes to my channel,
Please don't.
I never look at video views per video. I've never done that. Very rare. I've always looked at monthly views. How many views did I get in a month?
That's pretty dumb. Like, let's put this into perspective, all right? So, my channel, I'm talking about me. I'll talk about some bigger channels, right? Just who have talked about this type of thing, right? So, if we look at Amberlynn Reid, right? So typically, right, she puts a video out every couple of days, maybe. I think that's maybe the average, right? Sometimes it's 4 days, but typically it's like 2 days, right, for a new video. I think that's safe, like kind of baseline assumption, right? I put out a video maybe on average, right, unless I'm doing something for work and gone and traveling, stuff like that. I do a video on average about every 4 days, right? So Amber uploads twice as much as I do, and even myself, I look how the video performs individually, right? I'm the opposite. I don't care about monthly views. I don't really pay attention to that. I pay attention to the views of the individual video, right? Because to me, that shows growth. That shows the videos are getting better. I'm getting more popular. Things are trending in the right direction. You know what I mean? The overall views a month don't matter to me because maybe it's because my channel's new, and there's a lot of growth going on. So I pay attention to individual video, and like the way YouTube does it, for those of you who don't know, on your little dashboard when you upload a video, it ranks your video 1 to 10, right? So it takes your top 10 videos and it ranks that video in time and space, how that video is doing compared to your most popular ones. And it just like, it sucks to see like when you do a new video and it's like, it's 5 out of 10, right? Because you want to see that forward progress. You want each video you release to be number 1. You want to keep making that trend in the right direction. Now there's variables that go into it. Sometimes a video might start number 5, but then after a day, in time and space, compared to other videos, it's got the most views of all my videos combined in a 24-hour period, or what have you, right? It compares that video to each other video at that time. Like, if it was released for 50 minutes, like, how many views it had after 50 minutes, how many videos it had after 32 hours, right? And I believe most YouTubers pay attention to that. Like, for those of you who know Pyrocynical, right? Cool UK guy, right? Picture of his face over here, right? He's talked about the same thing, right? Like, he's referred to Mr. Beast, I believe, too, who's, you know, I'm sure you know Mr. Beast, super widely popular YouTuber. You can't tell me that people don't release, like, big YouTubers don't look at a video that they release and see it on that spectrum of 1 to 10 and get pissed if it's, like, not in the top 10 or, like, not number 1. I've never heard of anyone talk about looking at monthly views. I don't think she's being necessarily truthful here. I'm sorry about that rant. I hope it made sense. That was like 3 minutes of me just bitching.
I think it's been for like the last year now. I've steadily gotten the same amount of views per month. Monthly, which is what I like to look at, because it's what I've always looked at.
I think that's stupid. You're lying.
Has been the same for like the last year. The views that I get, I'm so beyond.
Because the monthly views don't really matter, right? Because your upload schedule could change, right? So it doesn't really matter. Like, I wouldn't compare my last month's videos to the ones before that because I was gone for 3 weeks. I uploaded like 4 times maybe in October compared to uploading maybe 10, 12, 15 times in a month. You know what I mean? So the monthly views don't really matter because my schedule constantly changes. Right, and for her too, because Amber doesn't really, her uploads can be sometimes inconsistent, right, bud? Yeah, Grayson knows what I'm talking about. So that's why I talk about like putting so much emphasis on releasing individual and where it kind of ranks in your top 10. You know what I mean? Does that make sense to you guys?
I'm grateful for. A lot of people are on YouTube and they don't even get that many. I started YouTube thinking that
every
only
time
like
I touch you, you're wet, bud. What's going on?
Somehow,
I don't know what Grace is doing.
Things just got bigger, better, grander.
Yeah,
I got the most views when I was the least happy, when I was the least mobile, when I was the most miserable, when I was at my heaviest, when I was filming just mukbangs and the trolling. I don't consider that to be like a successful moment in my YouTube career just based on views. I think success is...
But she definitely drove that, right? Because she clickbaited her body. She clickbaited mukbangs and like eating and like shoving food in her mouth. She did that intentionally. You know what I mean, bud? You know what I mean? All right, I'll let you down.
More than views, it's about the way that your audience is, how they treat you, how you treat them.
Well, we all know how that works with Amber.
The vibe around your channel, your
which
content,
is terrible.
your life. I don't think it's about views.
I mean, I'm different. I'm different maybe because I don't have a lot of skin in the game, right? Like, obviously, I want each video released to be the #1 video. Does it always happen? No. But I care more about the community I have, right? Because I like doing things like live stream. I like doing the premieres. I like interacting with y'all. So community is a very big aspect to me. I don't really care about how big my channel is. I care about the community aspect. So, I mean, in my opinion, if Amber focused more on that community aspect, she would do a lot better as a content creator, right? I mean, because, like, think about it. I'm not saying I'm widely popular or someone y'all should look up to or follow, but, I mean, I'm sure those of you that come to my premieres, it's fun to interact with me, and I have fun interacting with y'all. Like, if people actually liked Amber, who's much more, has a bigger following than I do, they would love that, right? Like, it's like, and I'm not comparing myself to, in this situation, right? I just want to make that extremely clear, but, I mean, how much of you like music and go to concerts? Like, how cool is it, like, if you got to meet the band or be acknowledged by them because you look up to them, you like what they do, you like the art they create, right? It makes you feel good. So I think people inherently like that. Like, I like that, right? So I think if Amber focused more on that, her channel would do a lot better. I mean, I know she's not fucking going to, but
It was
just saying.
the time in my life where I was the most miserable, trigger warning, unaliving.
Gaming.
I just didn't want to be alive anymore, and it's not something I really talked about. I would share like small glimpses of that.
Yeah, so we're going to talk about it now to a bunch of strangers when your channel's not doing that hot. Okay.
And try to talk about it, but then people would say I was just doing it for sympathy. To feel like you did.
But, like, again, like, this is a horrible thing. This is a very sensitive thing to talk about, and I 100% acknowledge that. But, like, can we all agree... I'm not even going to say agree, but can we all understand why people would feel the way they did about this? To feel that you're not maybe being truthful, right? Can we all understand why we might feel that way? Like, yes, this is a very sensitive and, like, awful topic, but, like, when you've had the track record you have, it's hard for people to believe you when you talk about these things because you manipulated past diagnoses, ailments, diseases, whatever, for views, dude. Like, I'm trying to be as genuine as possible here. Like, you know, the mask is down right now. Like, that's how I feel about it. You know what I mean? Like, that's why people don't believe you. Because that's a terrible thing to do, is to fake those things when, you know, very real people deal with this very real problem. I did when I was freaking in high school, dude. Like, this is a sensitive topic for me. And it really upsets me when people make light of this and use it to garner sympathy and views. Because, like, when you're in that, like, that shit's hard to get out of, dude.
Did not want to be alive anymore. And sharing that and, like, slightly having a cry for help. And for people to tell you that you're lying and you're only doing that for sympathy, that's a rough feeling.
Yeah, but dude, I feel like kind of sick to my stomach because I don't like, just knowing her, she just said this stuff publicly to get views and sympathy. That is genuinely how I feel, and it might not be right, but that's how I feel. And this has come from someone that's dealt with this type of stuff before in their life, and I'm sure there's people out there who might feel the same that I do, you know? It sucks that people do this shit. I got a lot of views then.
I got a lot of money.
And she did it for money, dude. That's what's the most awful about it.
I didn't like it. I did not like how I felt back then. My mental health is still rough. But how I feel now is better. And yes, I'm always looking for improvement. But when it comes to views, I'm very grateful for the ones that I have. So thinking about the ones that I no longer have serves me zero purpose. Rarity here, she absolutely agrees.
Eating or crying, maybe 80,000. Like, I remember the one thumbnail she made where she was like, Nick Caught ruined my life, and it was like her crying. That one got like 87,000 views or something. But,
I remember that.
Guys, we cannot, as a community, I'm sorry, I just don't see the longevity here. I don't know why, but I feel like we are nearing, I hate to say it, but I feel like we're nearing the end. Like,
we can only hope, right? I mean, if Amberlynn's channel ended tomorrow and mine did too, like, I wouldn't care. That's one less vile person on the internet to hurt others. You know what I mean?
Of what? Reaction channels? Okay.
I think, though, and I've just talked about this. Oh, God, how long is this video? Like an hour at this point? I mentioned earlier in the video that she needs us more than we need her. I mean, 100%. Would my channel's views hurt if Amberlynn Reid's channel went down? Yeah, absolutely. But I think I have enough of a following of people who genuinely care about what I have to say regardless of who I cover. So I would be starting from, like, you know, taking 3 or 4 steps back and just having to make progress to get better. But hey, man, that's risk I'm willing to assume. And plus, I have a career on the side. I'm not like Amber. I'm not like just this is my livelihood.
But we're not nearing the end of Amberlynn Reid.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I will be on here if I'm only making 5,000 views and I have to work flipping burgers down the street.
Amberlynn Reid won't survive flipping burgers, right? I bet, like, to any of you that actually do that job for a living, Amberlynn Reid couldn't do your job, dude. Like, no way. She wouldn't last. She couldn't work a full 8-hour shift.
In the end, because I am trying my hardest to just be me and not, you know, troll with mukbangs or...
Take a look at the last, like, 20 or 30 videos Amberlynn Reid's done and tell me that this is truthful.
Troll with just all this nonsense that I've done in the past.
And still continues to this day.
There's not major drama to talk about or major talking points. Like, this is just my day-to-day life. And that is what I've done from the very beginning. And if you are bored reacting to that, or if, you know, the longevity of this is coming near for you, it's not going to last for you, then just give up. Because I'm not going to give up.
Considering Amberlynn Reid has fucking given up on everything else in her life. She's giving up on, like, being a good partner in her relationships. She's given up on, like, any hobby that she's ever done. I guess besides Legos, right? She's given up on any job that she's ever had, which is, like, 2 of them. She's given up on, like, editing and trying to make her videos creative, right? She's given up on every effing diet that she's ever done. She's given up actually caring about her health. She's given up on freaking just taking care of herself in general. She's given up on trying to use proper grammar. She gave up on the book club thing. She gave up on, like, doing the Q&As. She did the one for Halloween, I guess, but that was about it. I mean, I'm stretching on some of these because I'm a little inebriated. But that was like 10 things, right? And that was that easy to think of, right? Amberlynn Reid constantly quits everything. I could have given 20 different diets that she's quit and given up on. Don't freaking tell people like Jordy to give up on making content that makes your content that you gave up on making good and making it enjoyable for people to watch. You should be freaking thanking him.
I have thousands of people.
Tens, maybe.
Who wait for my content daily.
I mean, okay, so maybe thousands wait for it, but that's just to watch it and to hate on it. To be haters,
who wait for my
content
content every other day. Who wait for my content weekly. Who watch it while they're eating. Who watch it while they're on their way to work on a bus. Who watch it during their...
Amberlynn Reid wouldn't know anything about that.
...break time during school. Who watches it when they...
Amberlynn Reid wouldn't know anything about that.
...have anxiety. Who watches it when they're lonely. I am not going anywhere because of those people.
Amberlynn Reid, dude, we know she's the most greedy person probably on YouTube that we know. I mean, I don't know. The Ace family's pretty greedy. I'm sorry, I just really despise the Ace family. Not the kids, the parents, to be honest, to be perfectly clear. Amberlynn Reid's money motivated. We all know this. This is not a secret. Amberlynn Reid doesn't give a crap about you or me or any of her fans, right? And I'm sorry to say it. Like, this is genuinely how I feel. I may be right, may be wrong, but that's how I feel based on the historicals and the evidence that we have from her channel, you know?
And this is usually when people say...
She cares about money.
Money. Sure. That's a plus, too. This is my job.
I love that she calls it her job.
But
she won't put any effort into it. Can you imagine telling your boss that you're not going to try to learn something or try to do better at something and see how that plays out?
This is my job. But this is also where I'm
done.
Happy. And I want to be happier. And I want the vibe around my channel to feel different and better.
And I think people would like that, but you just you shoot yourself in the foot every chance you get, and it makes it incredibly difficult.
But I want to be able to do things like this, where maybe I can discuss certain topics that are being talked about. Reaction channels are talking about me. I should be able to also talk about me.
I mean, you can, and you have for 9 years. No one's stopping you. Just people might not enjoy it.
We can't be doing this.
And if your views suffer because of it, well, sorry, you got to make a change and course correct that ship and do something that people enjoy.
This isn't.
It's easy.
This isn't fun. This isn't real. I feel like
just take some analysis, dude. That's all.
You know, I get it.
It's a vlog. It's a vlog. Yes, there are reaction channels.
I love when Amber tries to act philosophical. I love watching the gears in her head turn. It gets me going. It's really exciting.
Who react to songs or music videos or little clips of things, but there is no reaction channel that is away from Amberlynn or Chantel who takes one creator or two creators.
Is she really this stupid? Has she not ever watched other popular YouTube channels? All those people have reaction channels reacting to them that only react to them. Almost everyone, dude. I can guarantee you. Look at the Ace family. They have them. That's just an example.
Especially vloggers. Oh my god. And reacts to every single one of their vlogs. I've tried to find...
People do it. No, she doesn't. Dude, Amber's... This is a funny pause frame. Remember, Amber saying that she's tried to do something, or remember when she did hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of research on Octavia or whatever, and freaking look where that got her. And then look where this got her. She claims to not find any channels that react to just one vlogger, but like it's there.
I tried.
I promise.
Can't find it
I
anywhere.
promise.
You're bored because you're reacting to a vlog of just a normal, everyday life person.
Oh, I thought she was gonna say Goral.
This isn't the content that you should react to. React to something thrilling, something that people actually feel like is worth a reaction. I'm grateful that you want to continue reacting to me, but I just don't.
Apparently not. You should be thanking us.
I don't see the point. I'm confused by the point.
I mean, I'm still confused why you do the things that you do on camera, but you do it anyway, so you don't need to understand.
And I'm trying to find it.
Not that it's hard to confuse Amber. I mean, that's pretty easy, but
Reaction
you know
channels skirt around it, and they never like what's the point? Like, why are you doing this?
Because there's people that enjoy it. Maybe that's why. Jordy obviously has like a good following and people that enjoy watching his content, right? He seems to be a pretty upbeat, like optimistic person that has a good outlook on life and offers good advice to people that might be struggling when he talks about the whole anxiety thing, right? People like that. And he's offering something to his fan base that they like and appreciate and like that might inspire them. I'm sorry if you don't have that capability, Amber, but other people do. And they might be using your content as examples and offer advice on how to get around these certain things that you struggle with. They're helping people, which is a lot more than you do.
Why are you reacting to boring vlogs, knowing my content is boring? I'm confused.
Here for me.
Yeah, I'm still confused how you gained 300 pounds over 9 years, but we'll save that for another time.
Miss the comments and stuff like that, but I know I feel like I say this every week, and I feel like you guys are getting really sick of it, but exploring other options come 2023, it's gotta
do it.
Because I can't.
No, you do it.
Be doing, let me put on my makeup, let me sit on this bench outside the doctor's office and tell you guys that my medical thing was a fluke. Let's go inside this antique store and look. It's like, girl.
This is a vlog. I'm getting ready to go
It's a very lazy vlog. It's very low
to
effort.
the doctor's, showing you my makeup, talking a bit about my past. I go to the doctor. I share my medical with you.
Share my medical with you. Okay, girl.
I tell you what happened. I'm actually really fucking happy. This is a good vlog. This is good news vlog. This is good news, and you're mad that I was sitting outside of my doctor's office.
Well, let's be honest. I don't think Jordy was mad about it. He's just criticizing your content, dude. Nothing wrong with that. You put your content on a public platform to be seen by the public. And people can take a look at that content and criticize it freely if they wish because it's publicly accessible. So if you don't like it, you can get off YouTube.
With good news.
Easy as that.
Come on now. And yes, I'm going to a store. It's a vlog. What do you, like, sometimes I'm speechless.
Your biggest competitor? Not size. Views. Foodie booty?
Not size. I didn't think that. Thanks for pointing that out, though. And comparing me to Chantel constantly, it's like, okay, we're both two females who are fat, but we are nothing alike. We live completely different lives. So why are we constantly compared? Where is it?
Because y'all have drama and y'all are very similar in the regard to how y'all react to things and like how y'all act. Y'all are both kind of toxic people. And that's just in my humble opinion, right? So,
Is it though?
y'all have different drama. I wouldn't say it's that different.
I don't understand.
She just flew across the world to the Middle East to meet her online boyfriend for 3 weeks.
Oh, here we go. She's going to simp for Foodie Beauty.
And I wish her nothing but luck. By the time this video is up, I don't know what is going on with Chantel, but as of right now, she is literally in it to win it. She is already there. I am so happy for her.
Okay.
And I wish her nothing but luck. But yes, she had to uncomfortably fly across the country for some...
Did she just call Kuwait in the Middle East? Flying across the country? I don't know. Maybe someone should tell Amberlynn Reid, right? Because Foodie Beauty's Canadian, right? Kuwait is not a flight across the country of Canada. Nor is it a flight across the country of the United States. You gotta travel over the ocean a little bit and go to another continent, right? Someone needs to tell Amberlynn Reid that Kuwait's just not across the country.
Someone she
It's
loves.
across the
Well,
world,
I
dude.
get to
On
sleep
another
next to that person
continent.
every single night. So I don't see the comparison. And that's not shade. I'm just saying. I would much rather have my life than have to fly across the country to meet someone that I love.
Doesn't Amber talk about traveling and flying all the time? At least Foodie Beauty can do it and has the balls to do it. Amber clearly doesn't. She's too scared to do anything, so she's never going to do that.
And that's not shade. That's just me saying, if you're going to compare, at least make it make sense.
There sounds like some shade here.
And if you do find that content to be more entertaining, then find other vloggers who are like travel vloggers and react to them. Because this ain't it.
But why can't people just react to you? They can call you boring all they want. Does it really hurt you that much when people call you boring? I mean, it must, because you know that you're boring. You acknowledge it. Does it bother you that you just refuse to make the effort to get better at your job or your craft?
Not right now.
I think
Let
it
me
might.
lose some weight first.
Well, yeah, I would like to see that happen at least, but the weight's going up,
Figure
dog.
out where I want to travel to first, and then we can get to that stage.
Tea. That is something that people want to come to watch reaction channels on. Look at this little vase that's in the shape of a one.
Yes, that's tea. People want to react to tea. They want to react to drama. They want to react to entertainment. That's like shock value. I don't always got that for you.
Well, you sure try to make it all the time.
And I tried way too hard in 2019 to give that to people, and it fucking ruined me.
I wouldn't even say just 2019, dude. You tried it 2019, 2020. Still try to do it to this day.
I'm not doing it again. I'm not.
Has a blemish on the breast.
Yeah, until the views go way down and you realize you need more money. Well, I mean, whatever. We know she's going to do it.
And I think that we're gonna buy it anyway. Like,
We did,
I don't know, you guys.
and we love it.
I don't know.
What?
Our titty started. Yeah. This one was cute. Like, even this is kind of cute. Oh, weird.
Oh, no, dude. Oh, no. That's actually funny to see it. So, if you can see to the left, those the little circle ones, the pots, they're like circle, right next to the left of what Amber's picking up here. We totally have one of those in my house. I think my wife ordered one to put plants in to decorate the house. We have one of them somewhere in the house. I know it because the cats have knocked it over.
Guys, look at
That's
these
really
racers.
funny.
It's like a bag of avocados.
I wonder how well those.
I'm secretly scared that Amber and my wife have a similar style. No, I'm just kidding. They totally don't. My wife is has much better style and decorative ability.
erasers actually worked though.
Hi. Hi. Twinkie gets so excited when we get home.
Very.
I'm home.
And that's the reason why I showed you guys, is because I wanted you guys to see how excited she got.
Yeah, because she forgot to feed Twinkie and no one lets her out, no one walks her, no one lets her outside. So Twinkie got excited because she knew she's going to get food or something. Amber's the worst, in my opinion, like a terrible pet owner. You can tell her I said that. Someone tell her I said that.
I'm gonna show you guys what I got from her.
I love seeing Twinkie and everything, but what was that? Like a whole minute, it was just nothing. It was dead air. It was just her holding the phone horizontal. We're home.
Look how triggered Amber is here. Look at that face. Look at it. I'm going to zoom in on it. Look at it.
Maybe 5 seconds. I usually
Okay, let's not act like you don't over-exaggerate too, Amber. Like, give him a fucking break. Shut up.
edit out all those moments, but I'm trying to be more real. I feel like constant, like,
Trying to be more real, girl. You haven't edited your videos completely in fucking years. Shut up.
edits, like, clip, 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 isn't as so authentic. So yeah, you heard me.
What do you mean, dude? Your whole personality is not authentic. You haven't been authentic in years.
Well, at least I still have my personality.
Since, like, the Crystal era. Like, let's chill out with that statement.
Breathing for 5 to 10 seconds. I'm sorry. This is your channel. You're the one reacting to it.
Yeah, he's making it funny. Unlike you, idiot.
Oh, Markin. Okay.
She's, like, thinking to herself, she's like, ooh, I fucking got him with that one. I got him.
So, first things first, we got some green curry. We already did the carbs on it and all that, so don't worry.
We still haven't tried it.
In the world market on a keto moment because there were some things we wanted.
Amber's, like, visually very excited because food's in she's talking about food now. Amber watching herself talk about food has got to be very cool to her.
We got some
Got to be very exciting.
pickles. This is just.
Does that mean? That's probably mean.
Pickles. I did a couple.
Usually when someone yawns, I'll yawn too. But
Who
I think
cares?
she's yawned like twice so far and hasn't made me yawn not once.
Oh my god, dude, she's a medical anomaly. Holy shit. Someone call the Pentagon.
Weird.
For someone, so I told that. We got some salami. We got some gamma, garlic, and black pepper. Genoa.
That was good.
And she got a lamb salami. My ass will not be touching that.
I didn't touch it.
No. We also got some oil because we needed some more. So we got the olive oil from Spain. It's mild and buttery. So we can try that. That's a gift. That's a gift.
Like, do you see how bored he is? This is a
Now imagine how your average viewer feels, dude.
vlog. This is what people vlog.
Oh no, this is what I'm doing.
I mean, the people I watch.
Oh,
And I
no.
watch quite a few vloggers.
I'm doing this.
This isn't what people react.
I still love that Amber does like the middle school thing of justifying what she does because other people do it. Like Amber's like brain still hasn't developed to be an adult to realize that that's like not necessarily like the best way to answer things or the best way to justify the reasons behind what you do.
So
Silly.
don't be getting mad at me
Silly.
for making your video boring, because this is a vlog. Like, I just feel like I'm in Twilight Zone half the time. Like, you're reacting to a vlog.
So creams are special to Celine. So not only that, but this matched my Christmas decor. So she got this really pretty sparkly cream.
So pretty.
Some ornaments from the tree. It's so beautiful. And then, folks, we got the titties. We did. We got the titties. Oh, eucalyptus plant? Like, ma'am? Oh, ma'am.
And he's fast forwarding it. It's just funny because it's like he knows what my content is. It's like, what are you looking for?
Dude, she's so triggered by this, dude. She just keeps bringing it up, like the same thing over and over again.
What are you in search of? What are you in need of? Because I don't think I'm the one. Like, you might have to fire me, because if you're this bored, you might have to fire me. I'm sorry, because I'm not going to change my content for no reaction channel. But
Or for her fans either, or for her true fans. She's not going to change it for any of you guys that actually like her. Put that into perspective just real quick. Just think about it, dude.
it's just like seeing this perfectly, like clear as ever. Like, he's miserable. He's
I
miserable.
wouldn't say he's miserable. If anything, like most reaction channels and most people on YouTube put on some sort of persona, right? Like, you know how I act on YouTube, like, oh, well, big surprise, everyone, might not actually be how I act in real life, right? Like, I'm very mild-mannered, calm, collected, things like that. But obviously, you gotta be entertained to a degree, right? Like, y'all wouldn't want to hear me be monotone and talk normal, stuff like that. Y'all want to see me be animated, see me loud, see me aggressive, things like that. While I do have those tendencies in my personality, it's just not how I act all the time, right? Same with Jordy, right? I mean, I imagine, right? Like, I don't know Jordy that much, but I imagine, too, like, he might be putting on some sort of a show here, right? Like, trying to be funny and entertaining, and, like, the audience might look at him and be like, dude, look how fucking bored Jordy looks, right? Like, that shows how dumb Amber's content is. Like, I'm sure it's a part of the plan. I'm sure it's a part of how he does, like, how he records his videos, right? If that makes sense. Does that make sense? And Amber just doesn't understand that, right?
Miserable. So you could
So I don't think he's actually miserable, right? I'm sure he enjoys doing this. I'm sure he enjoys making videos, right?
tell that this is literally, he's just
Now, Amber might be actually miserable because she doesn't do anything creative with her videos. She does the same thing every day. She has no fan base to really interact with that's, like, on her side or, like, friendly to her. They're all, like, you know, not fans of her. So I imagine that's hard for her. I imagine she might be actually miserable.
doing this
And she has to do this because it's her only form of making money.
for money, which I get it. We're all here to make a pretty penny. I get it, but it's
Yep, especially Amber.
like, you're miserable, poor thing.
He's not miserable. I highly doubt he's miserable.
So good. So yeah, that's everything up. Okay, you guys, so I think it's time that I change my purse. I've been using
And this is another segment I love to watch vloggers do. I love to see what's in their purses, so that's why I did it as well. And let me guess, he's gonna be so bored because people don't make reaction videos on this.
She's so triggered by it, dude. It's so freaking funny, dude. She's such a child. I love it.
Unless you're pulling out a freaking dildo and
Excuse me? Excuse me?
a whole bag of hot Cheetos and a fucking rubber ducky. Like,
How do we go how do we go from Cheetos or dildos to hot Cheetos? This is Amberlynn Reid's mind right now. Dildos, hot Cheetos. I mean, of course it's got to be hot Cheetos, but those are the two first things that came to mind for her.
okay, that's absurd and obscene, but this is just a regular vlog.
She's laughing, but it's like laughing because she's fucking mad, dude.
I'm bored watching you watch me. Like, I could never watch reactions of my favorite vloggers. How boring. What is the point of this?
I mean, what's the point of your content, idiot?
This video, more than ever, I think has made me realize, like, truly what is the point of reaction channels.
Well, to make your content consumable, I think. That's just a guess, though, you know? I don't know. That's just a guess.
I feel like I'm going down a weird...
But you're so disconnected from talking to people that watch your content that you would have no idea, right? You're just sitting there on your high horse thinking you're better than everyone, living your miserable life.
tunnel... Like,
you have no idea.
A different planet. What is the point of this?
It's alright, Jordy. I know that she's not going to get under your skin with this. I know you're probably better than that, but just know that there's a lot of people out there that look up to you and watch your videos because they make Amber's bullshit content enjoyable. So I hope you know that. I'm sure you do, because you're obviously smarter than Amber is.
I'm so confused.
I mean, that's not hard to do to Amber.
This Telfar purse, which Celine got me a while ago, and I'm using it forever. But there's kind of just like a lot of stuff in it that I just like threw in it because when I have a bigger purse, that's just what I do. So I'm gonna switch from the Telfar to literally just some cheapo purse.
Cheapo?
I hate to keep bringing this up, but I mean, you saw I just skipped through like a whole minute. I couldn't do like the kitchen counter haul of like look what I bought. I mean, really? This is the whole episode?
That's fair.
Put on makeup.
I
Ew.
honestly could be saying the same thing. Like, I mean, really?
But you can't really say the same thing because he's reacting to your content that you did that with. So, like, really shouldn't you be analyzing yourself and be like, oh, shit, I did do that. That was dumb. Why is that so hard for people to do? Like, why is it so hard for people to admit that, like, some of their stuff might be messed up and they could do better? Like, if someone reacted to my shit and was like, this idiot, like, did this idiot thinks red and yellow makes green. Like, what the hell is that? And I'd be like, oh, fuck, yeah, like, you're right, dude. Yeah, I was absolutely an idiot there. I was wrong. Like, someone criticized me like, dude, there's a minute where you just sat there and breathed heavily. Like, what's up with that? I'm like, yeah, man, I should have edited that out. That's a mistake on my end. Why is that so hard to do? I don't understand why people get so defensive about being criticized about their stuff. Like, when they could be better, like, it's there to make them better. I don't know. I don't get it. I'll never understand that, I guess.
This is your content? Your little tiny face? Just chilling?
I mean, that's me. My little tiny helmet. My little tiny body over here just chilling in the corner.
Saying how boring something is, but yet still just, like, watching it and reacting? Just, like, cut the video off and say, you know what? I'm not reacting to this one.
Maybe you just cut your videos off and be like, you know, maybe I'm just not going to do this torrid haul for the 800th time in the row. It's funny how she can dish out this advice but not enact any of it herself, you know?
Wait for the fucking next one. Like,
whoa. Can't say that
you're
word.
complaining about my content while your content is, like, no different. Like, the boring vlog is...
Because it's reacting to yours that it... Dude, is she... I can't keep harping on it, dude.
on your channel now, too.
I can't keep harping
None of it
on
adds
it.
up.
She's so dumb.
Nothing happened at the doctor's office.
Smooth brain.
Nothing happened at the doctor's office.
Uh-oh.
I got fucking good news. And I shared that. Like, what did you want? Like, you guys, I do have a nodule. It got bigger. Like, what do you mean nothing happened? I have amazing news. Is that not a good enough, like, clickbait title for you? Like, I don't... Like, I wanted to give you a chance at the beginning of this, and you can even go back and watch. I wanted to, but, like, what?
Well, Amber, thank you. You're such kind goddess. Thank you.
Is happening. This, like, took a turn, for sure. Because I try to give people benefit of the doubt. Always.
I'd love to see Amber react to one of my videos. She would be so done so fast. She would hate it. I would not get the benefit of the doubt. She'd be done with me like in the first 5 seconds and hate me.
Let me change the contents of my purse to a different purse.
But she's not, because I'm like actually take care of myself. She's not going to touch me.
I love vlogs like that.
Some type of
Hypothetically.
conversation better come up in the next 3 minutes, or this is just...
But I've had forever. I usually switch purses more often.
What's up, boy? You're back for round 3, huh?
Got me Telfar earrings. I have so much shit in here.
I know, Daddy's been filming for a while. I'm sorry.
It was a lot of stuff.
In my side pocket, I have a Carmex, which...
Carmex. I accidentally pronounced that wrong.
This stuff.
Yeah, just like especially.
Oh, it smells.
Still haven't caught on to that one.
I gotta go. I'm the big section.
See ya, bud.
You think I was trolling? I'm not trolling.
Did you knock my...
I'm not trolling. I'm lugging this around.
You knocked my pen off my desk, Grayson. What the hell's wrong with you?
This is
Oh, let me speak first. Sorry. I'm just kidding. I was about to say, this just like also proves that like he relies on me for his channel.
Well, I think you probably rely on us collectively for your channel because you got nothing left. I feel like I say we. I'm not really factoring myself, but you react to you rely on the other big reaction channels and compilation channels for your views. So, hey, man, mutual.
Truly, because it's like he had nothing else to upload. He had nothing else to say, nothing else to talk about. So it's like,
doesn't Jordy have like another channel though?
He's miserable in this whole video.
He's not miserable.
And yet he's still like, let me upload this. Let me do that.
Dude, oh, that is like so hypocritical. Imagine all the dumb shit Amber's done. Like, let's just think of like Shrimpgate, for example. That's like one that comes to mind. Or the freaking Snapchat rant. Amber did that and she's like, yeah, this is good, dude. This is it. I'm gonna upload this. Or the freaking like her... I know it was a live stream, but the like her talking about Narc Alert, like, yeah, man, I made a great point. Yeah, she had a heart attack. Who cares? Like, I mean, I obviously care. I'm just pretending to be Amber. And she uploaded that. The Stevie Wonder thing, like, yeah, Stevie Wonder, yeah, that blind man, yeah, he's faking being blind. Like, yeah, that's a good point. I'm gonna upload this. Like, do you see how stupid that is? Like, Amber is way more egregious of this than anyone else.
Her response would be to my just complete boredom watching this. She would say, you know what Amberlynn would say? Well, then why do you watch? Well, then why do you make...
Yes!
Did we go
because
back?
You know, it looks stupid. It looks
okay.
stupid. I'm not calling you stupid, but it looks dumb. It like literally looks dumb.
I mean, that's a reflection on you, though, Amber.
Actually, if it's so boring. And you know what? That's probably the...
But that's the difference, like, between me and her. Like, I am calling her stupid and dumb. Because she is stupid and dumb.
worst attitude and the worst viewpoint she could have of it. Because as much...
No.
Dude, I love it. I love when she acts all surprised. Like, her face does this. She does that when she shakes her head. It's like that.
Absolutely not.
That wasn't a fat shaming joke, by the way. It's just funny because she's very animated when she does it.
100 and million, quadrillion, the biggest number in the whole world, disagree.
Okay.
You are reacting to a vlog.
Here we go. She said that for the 800. Dude, I need to put a, like, counter of how many times she says, you are reacting to a vlog. Like, we'd be like in the 30s by now.
A vlog of a daily life person who
that's a
just
vlog.
got over being bedridden because
how many times has it been now? Can you key us in on that one?
she fucking tore ligaments because she's an idiot.
She actually brought up the torn ligaments, dude. Oh my god, she actually brought it up, dude. She actually said it. The torn ligaments. Holy crap. That was actually really funny.
A scare. A very big scare.
That was actually really
CT
funny.
Scans. Turns out I had walking pneumonia.
So is walking pneumonia on the same par as when she allegedly had the C word? You know, the big C word that she was freaking out about, and then it just went away?
Gained my fair share of weight. Like, I'm almost 500 pounds. What do you expect from me in a vlog? Truly and whole fucking heartedly, what do you expect?
Something transformative, I guess. Like you to maybe try new things, to do more, I don't know. Take care of yourself, maybe. Make efforts to get better. I don't know. You could always do more stuff with your animals. I don't know. Like, there's so many... Dude, the world's your oyster. Like, you have literally free reign to do whatever you wanted with your content, and you choose to just do the same thing over and over again. Like, I get it. Like, I'm doing the same thing, too, but I try to at least implement different things or try editing. Like, I'm trying these really bad edits with my helmet and her face on things. Like, I'm doing my best to do different things, right? Like, you just gotta make an effort, dude. It's like, that's it at the end of the day.
Me to go to Disneyland? Can't do that right now.
Okay, you don't have to do an extreme, but you could go outside, like go to a nice park, go on a trail or something.
I'm sorry. I have a lipedema.
What about the dude, I'd even take like a Cheesecake Factory visit. You know how rad that would be? Like her and fucking my girlfriend going to Cheesecake Factory? That'd be crazy.
That I am trying to figure out. I can't do stuff like that. You want me to go across the country? I currently can't. I wasn't even able to go to Oklahoma to go to my family member's wedding, which was my plan until it got all interrupted. And what is it that you're wanting from me?
Yeah, because you don't take care of yourself.
This is a vlog. I'm just gonna say 500-pound girl, just
This is a vlog again.
estimating on the higher end. Just sharing her everyday life. What is it that you want? I don't
Sorry,
have
I'm
it.
bored. I'm bored listening.
I don't
to this.
have what you're looking for.
I'll wait for her
Fire
to shut
me,
up.
please. And I'm talking to you. I'm not talking to my viewers, haters, or supporters. I'm not talking to them.
Oh, you got it, Jordy. You handle this. I'll wait. I'll wait.
I'm talking to you, the reactor. Fire me. Truly. And I don't know what
Ugh.
kind of content
You guys know I hit
want to react
3,000
to. I'm not
subscribers?
making my vlogs
That's
of my
pretty
life
cool, right?
reactable. I'm making them for the people who enjoy them for the right reasons. I'm probably coming off as a bitch right now, but I just find this frustrating. I find it confusing. I find it exhausting.
Dude, yeah, 3,000.
Aren't you exhausted?
3,000 right here. 3,000 subscribers. That's pretty cool.
I don't know anymore just because of like recent events. Like,
Oh, is
I
she
think
done?
She watched my.
Okay.
She put up my one episode from the other day on her Halloween live stream. On Halloween, she got on here and
I
you know, she
did.
was like talking to the viewers and everything. She was like, okay, who should I react to? She put up like videos from like random people, and this is when the whole narc alert thing happened with the I don't care that they had a heart attack thing. But
Which I already explained. I already said I was sorry. That was not a good side of me at all. And I know a lot of people can't take apologies seriously because they believe in the whole "you're only sorry you got caught" situation. I will never ever apologize if I don't mean it. That's something that
What's she like, dude, whatever. She only apologizes when she gets caught doing something bad. Like, shut up.
I stand by and will forever stand by. So if
You're not like some tough person. Like, whatever. Let's not act like that.
you ever hear me apologizing for something, it's because I truly mean it. I just want to make that clear.
my channel for like a good minute or two, and she watched
Okay.
my videos, and she was like cracking up. But the week before that, she was like, Jordy's disgusting, foul. I think that's a word.
I was laughing because, you know, if someone says something funny and I think it's funny, even if I hate them, I'm gonna laugh. And yes, before I did call you foul because you were
Why'd she say it
putting
like
out
that?
into the world or into your little community that I was lying about my hospital
I'd argue that Jordy's community is bigger than hers is, though. At least his community likes him, so.
visit. And yeah, that upset me. That frustrated me.
You can always tell when someone's mad when they put adjectives like that in front of words, like his little community, his little head, or his little face, whatever she said earlier, little self, I don't know. But that's how you can tell she's upset and triggered by him.
It angered me.
Dude, foul. I'm foul. So I don't really know where her view of me stands at the moment.
Oh, where does my view of you stand? This is quite the video for me to react to, I'm not gonna lie.
Who cares?
I was like meant to watch this, I think. I love when the universe
Oh, here we go, dude.
just like goes, Amberlynn, taps me on my shoulder. There's something I need you to do. I listen this time.
Yeah, Amberlynn Reid. Hey, there's something you should do. It's called diet and exercise. It's called, cardio. Actually taking care of your heart and your body and yourself, and enabling yourself to live a longer and happier life. She didn't listen to that one, I guess.
I did. My view of you is you react to me for views. You react to me for money. You are bored
So
with
dumb.
me and you complain about literally almost everything.
Literally.
Like,
because you do a lot of dumb shit, Amber.
it's almost insufferable. It's like hard to watch.
Don't listen to him, Jordy. She's an idiot.
That is a common denominator with reaction channels and me. Y'all complain.
It's not complaining, though. It's called criticism. I don't think anyone actually complains. It's just like being animated, right? Being entertaining, right? And then like criticism, right? So it's like, dude, get over it. Shut up. Move on.
Constantly.
This is a bad look for her. She's not doing herself any favors by making this kind of content.
It's very rare that you say something nice about me, and when you do, it's like condescending or passive aggressive, or it's like,
I don't think so. I think people will say nice things about her if they genuinely mean it. It just sucks because there's not a lot of nice things to say about Amber.
you're not shouting it as loud as your complaints.
Also something.
But as we all know in the real world, unfortunately, you can do and I hate to say this because this is kind of a pessimistic outlook, I suppose you could say. But it kind of, at least in my work and in my life, like it gives me the added pressure to try harder and not make mistakes. But like you can do 100 things right, but then when you like the one thing you do wrong is the thing that gets amplified, right? You know what I mean? So I think that's something that a lot of people face, right?
Behind the scenes that I'm not really wanting to disclose at the moment, but maybe in the future, maybe when the time's right.
Oh.
Little foreshadowing. But
Okay.
back to my main.
So we're doing a little bit of a what do you want to call this? A cliffhanger, if you will. I can just tell you. I watched, like I said, I've seen a couple of his videos. I saw and
So you know exactly who he is and what his viewpoints are on you, and then you're coming on here and acting all surprised.
one where he said something like Amberlynn should like we should just talk. I don't remember what it was. So I was like, okay, because I like to give people the benefit of the doubt. I'm not this like cold-hearted person. I'm not malicious. Like truly, people have the wrong idea of me. Truly.
Do we though? Like, I want to believe that, but so many like historical data proves otherwise.
Like unless the people in my life are lying to me, then they tell me y'all have the wrong idea of me as well. I found his Instagram and I sent him an emoji. It was just a waving hand, and he replied back to it. I didn't respond. I didn't know what to say. It was kind of like a peace offering, if you will. Because
An emoji's a peace offering? Why couldn't you actually use words and be like, hey, I saw that you know, whatever XYZ you wanted me to respond to you. I don't remember the context, but like, why couldn't you use that context? Be like, hey, I saw you saw this. Like, hey, I'm here if you want to talk. How hard is that, dude? That could have actually opened up some constructive dialogue. Y'all could have actually had like a positive conversation probably. Because I doubt, and this is just from watching this video, Jordy, right? I doubt he would have been aggressive towards you if you actually talked to him, right? Y'all probably could have had a good conversation. But you sent a fucking emoji and then just didn't respond to him when he responded to you. Like, you know what I mean?
I don't do this whole like drama thing. Like I try to, you know, have this like peace offering situation type deal with Callie, Life of a Free Spirit, and she just fake. She's so
What did she do then? What like, I feel like there's more to that story than what Amber's saying.
fake. Oh my god. Like I get it. People have to make their buck by hating me or disliking me, strongly disliking me.
I mean, I'll tell you straight up, like, I would take screenshots and save it. But if Amber actually reached out to me, even if it was a fucking handshake or a hand wave emoji, I wouldn't be malicious towards her. And I'm not saying that to get her to try and goad her into freaking talking to me. I'm just saying, like, I think most people would, like, not react negatively to it. Because I feel like for most people, there might be some exceptions, right? But I think across the reaction channels, like, no one genuinely, like, actually hates Amber, right? Like, even on, like, all the horrible things she's done, I can't say that I hate her. Like, I just don't really respect her and, like, approve of the things that she's done, right? That's just my outlook on it. So I think even everyone she's reached out to, I don't think she's telling the full story, right? I feel like there's a little more to it than that, because I don't think most people would respond maliciously or negatively towards it. Like, does that make sense?
me enough to have their whole channel rely on me and to just complain. I get it. But I've even tried to talk to like Zachary Michael. Like, I'm just not this malicious, horrible monster. It's not who I am.
She would tell me, and all these other people, like she pulled up Zachary Michael's video, I think it was like 2-3 weeks ago, and it was a clip of him going, boring, end the video. You gotta step it up, hon. You have to step it up.
She does, though.
I'm not. This is where you are fucking like confused.
She's so mad, dude. She's so mad. She knows she has to step it up, but she doesn't. She doesn't try.
Maybe I'm not stepping it up for you guys.
No, they're not saying for the reaction channels, you Nimrod. They're talking about for your fan base and the people that actually watch you. If you want to continue to make decent money on YouTube, that's what they're talking about. That's actually good feedback. You do have to step it up. No one's talking about reaction channels. It's not for us. It's for your livelihood, and to maybe build your fan base a little bit.
I'm sorry, but I'm not. I'm grateful for my views. I like where my views are.
So sad, dude.
Yup.
Imagine being this egotistical that you're willing to hurt your livelihood because you have such an ego.
I'll have more issues
Disgusting.
with my views than I have issues with my own. Like, it's absurd. I'm not stepping it up for you.
Your anger's
The
misguided.
people who enjoy my content for the right reasons
Those are the people Jordy's talking about right here, you idiot. Step it up for them.
Are enjoying my content.
And they're not. I guarantee you they're in the comments saying like we don't like this. We would prefer to see this.
For the right reasons. That's literally the bottom line. And I will forever be grateful for my views and for the people who watch me. Forever. Like, I don't say it enough, and I should, but like, I ain't stepping up nothing.
Yeah, because that would actually require your lazy fucking ass to do anything and to put in more effort.
Continue trying to be as relatable as possible. And you know what's not relatable? A 500-pound girl skydiving. I'm not doing it. Step it up.
That's a stupid ass
This is my
example.
life right now.
And no one said that's an extreme, obviously. No one said you had to do that. That's a very poor example.
You know, there are days where it is so hard for me to turn on the camera. There are days where sometimes it's like...
Are we trying to go the sympathy route now? Are you trying to ask people to feel sorry for you now? Because it's kind of hard to.
I wish I had another source of income so I can go outside of myself for money. Because to make money, I have to talk about myself. And as much as I'm grateful, sometimes it's hard because my mental health can be bad. It can be so bad. So the fact on days where I don't even want to like whisper a letter out of my mouth, I still manage to find some weird energy inside of me to even film for thousands of people to just tear me apart, like, says a lot that I'm trying already in my own.
Does anyone actually believe this dude? Like, I got nothing to say to it, man. I don't really have anything to say to it.
way. You might not see it or understand it, but you know what? I'm upping my shit in a different way. I'm not gonna up my shit for you. I'm sorry. I'm
It's hard to tell if she's talking to the reaction channels or talking to her fan base. I think it's just like it's the same message for both of them.
having time, plenty of time, trying to up myself with my health, physical and mental.
How?
I don't have time to
How?
create this masterpiece of entertainment for you to react to.
People are just asking for small improvements, dude. That's really it. People are just maybe asking to start with some editing.
Because
that's really it. People aren't asking for the world, dude. They're not asking for like hundreds and dollars and whatever of effort and like, dude.
vlogs are not designed.
I don't know. Go on Fiverr, dude. Pay someone to edit your videos for you. I don't know. It's easy.
To be.
I don't do that, by the way. I edit my own videos because I have a certain taste.
Vlogs.
That taste is SpongeBob memes.
If that makes sense. They're not designed for some like false character development or storylines. I'm strictly just vlogging.
Not that she would be creative with that anyway.
My life and what is happening. And right now, I'm going through it. Things
man.
I told you, things I haven't. Reaction channels are just not that important to me for me to just like up my content to make it better for y'all. And I feel like I'm repeating myself. Like I'm going in a circle, and I probably am. But like, my content is special to me in a way because there's so much more like behind it.
I'm sorry, I've been on my phone so much just because like this is a lot to
There's so much
deal
more
with and
behind
listen to.
it, more
It's
emotion
so boring.
behind it than you guys know or understand. Look at her, loving on me while I'm loving on her.
This is the only time this poor cat probably gets attention.
I just feel like I'm like absolutely rambling at this point. So let's just press play, continue on. I feel like I'm arguing with him back and forth and like, oh my God, is he gonna react to this? Probably. Oh boy.
Because
No, because he's got other videos to react to. I mean, he probably will, but I mean, I'd be interested to see it. I'll go to his channel after this, see. That'd be funny.
if I move to Foodie Booty or if I move to Girl Defined or all these other things, if I take my channel in a different direction,
Ooh.
this false by the ways.
Who's Girl Defined? I love a new YouTuber, so I'm gonna try to remember that name.
It's not good. It's not good because views recently. I mean, we're taking.
Are you talking about your views? Like, that's where I'm confused. Like I said, I go month-to-month basis, and I'm good. I'm grateful for what I have.
Which is
if you
not,
feel like what you're doing on your channel
I don't know if I agree that
is
she does
tanking
that.
your views, don't react to me. Maybe react to me, like, once a month. See how well you do.
Why are you trying to tell him how to do? I mean, that's probably hypocritical because we tried to tell her how she should run her channel. You do you, sis. It's just not a smart opinion.
Moving on to someone else. Anyways,
I'm just glad she dropped the terms of service thing. At least she's just saying this is her opinion instead of being like, well, YouTube says you can't do this. So I'll accept that, I guess.
We really are. So this video in its entirety, we can't. I mean, come 2023, we have to change something up because we have been doing this since last fall. It's just been this reiterated. Let me try on makeup. Look what I bought. Look at what I got at the grocery store. It can't go on. It's been going on for a lot longer than I anticipated. I mean, here we are in November of 2022, still doing the same tired carnival ride.
That's fair. That's a good point.
Let me change out the stuff.
And this is where I say that I'm so grateful for my audience, because what you find boring, other people find calming and relatable. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Purse.
That's like the one thing I'll agree with Amber.
Out of the complete collection.
I'm sorry for you, question mark?
This book called Kiss Number 8. Obviously, my wallet's in there, which just has the typical $1. Wow, I'm so rich. Debit card, my vaccine card, and a few other miscellaneous things. And then I carry this around. You're mine. Literally, the first week I met Feline, she gave me that, and I've had it in there for that long. Some Tylenol, this has been in there since I was having really bad shoulder pain like a month ago, like really bad, so I had to take Tylenol, ibuprofen.
Oh, and by the way, okay, let me start from the beginning. So in YouTube Studio, there's this section where it's the copyright section. YouTube actually, baby girl, what do you do? YouTube actually has a section in Creator Studio where it shows the copyright section, which shows the videos that are on YouTube.
Oh God, I'm sure I'm all over that in her channel.
Have your video in it, like a certain percentage. It'll show, the percentage of it and whatnot. And it gives you the
100%.
option to send out a copyright strike. That's why when people tell me like I have false copyrighted in the past, so not true. I would never do that. But
well, I think what they mean is that, like, yes, YouTube will tell you, like, let me tell you how well the copyright system works in YouTube, like that little column. So I did a video over Amberlynn Reid, right? I forgot which video I reacted to, but then I think it was Apathetic Facts maybe, or some other prominent Amber compilation channel. They did a similar video, not saying they reacted to me or anything like that. They just happened to cover the same Amber video that I did. And then it said that they copyrighted my content, right? Which is stupid because I was doing a video on Amber's content. So that's how accurate YouTube's copyright function is on that tab. So when we talk about false copyright striking channels, more so it's along the lines of like them violating terms of service and violating fair use, the copyright laws, right? Which they're not, right? Because a lot of this is all fair use. So no one's violating any fucking laws here, violating copyright by any means. So that's a very silly thing to go by because that function's absolutely ridiculous and doesn't work well. It just, it's silly.
But a lot of his videos have been popping up in my little section. You guys wouldn't even believe. Thousands of videos are in that copyright section where I can just strike. It just is one click strike.
You could, like, yeah, you could do it, but like it would come back on you and you would get beat up for it. Like not physically, but like by YouTube.
Strike.
Your channel would get beat up.
Don't do it, won't do it, haven't done it.
Because you're not in the right, dude. You couldn't do it. You couldn't get away with it. It wouldn't be good for you.
And it didn't work. This is in there. This is my tax paperwork because they wanted.
She tries to fearmonger so much.
What is this? Oh, this is from when I tore ligaments in my ankle. All the paperwork you get for that.
Damn, dude. We got to hear. It's been like a month, and I finally got to hear torn ligaments like twice in one video. That's exciting. One from this video, one from a previous one. 2 birds with 1 stone.
I am very much a smell gal. I like to smell good.
You're home for the rest of the day. Isn't that why people wear cologne and perfume?
I don't vlog everything that I do.
BS, dude. You know. Okay.
That's a misconception. I do not vlog everywhere that I go.
I'm just glad she said it's a misconception, not a conspiracy.
But I will say, during the ankle/lung era, I didn't go anywhere. I didn't. But I do not vlog every day. I do not, even on the days that I am vlogging, if I go somewhere, I don't always film. It's just not what I do. I don't show everything that I do. So yeah, and even if I'm at home, I want to smell good. What you mean? Just because I'm chilling at home does not mean I do not use perfume, because honey, I do. Shower daily, perfume daily, body spray daily.
She had to throw in the shower. She had to throw in it. She had to make sure we knew.
I don't use the hair perfume that often, but yeah, I still like to smell good at home.
Other people think, I guess, like if it's just for her, and I guess it's wifey sniffing her hair when they get intimate or whatever, but
That's pretty funny.
Not dolled up to sit at home.
Home is not good. And I like my hair.
So if I'm sitting at home, if I'm absolutely not going anywhere, sorry, my ear is itching so bad. If I'm not going anywhere and I've done my makeup and I've done my hair, that's a good thing. That means Amberlynn's mental health that day is chef's kiss, thriving.
Is that really how we're going to describe it? Is that really?
It's a good thing. Y'all, don't listen to him. If you ain't going to leave your house, if you're not going to leave your house and you want to put on makeup and you want to do your hair and you want to feel good and you want to smell good, do it. Do it. Because I know for me, I feel better with a change of clothes, with my makeup done, with my hair done, even if I'm just sitting at home. It feels good.
I mean, sure, girl, you do you. I don't really care. I don't have skin in this game.
So this is pink sugar. You guys can find this on Amazon. My Kindle's in there. Low battery. The Kindle needs charged for use. I don't know why. Haven't used it in a hot minute. We have some bills.
So I don't know what happened, but everything
loud.
past this point has completely gone missing. The video was extremely long, and I can't find the rest of it. And
she thinks this video is extremely long. Mine's like, I'm looking at the timer right now, and it's an hour and 53 minutes. I mean, I'm going to edit it, but it's going to be long.
Because there was more. There was a lot more that I had to say and talk about.
I'm sure there is. I'm sure you're just going to say, this is a vlog over and over and over again.
After reacting to this, my overall consensus is just, I'm not making reactable content. I don't understand the point of reaction channels at this particular time. I guess back in 2019, I can understand it a little bit better because people love drama, people love train wrecks, and I was massively one back then. I'm not saying I'm not now, but I'm not a reactable train wreck currently.
Says who, dude? What, says you? Like, shut up.
I don't want to change who I am for reaction channels. I receive so many messages on the daily in private, people appreciating and loving and finding my content entertaining.
How convenient.
That's what I like, because those people are watching me for the right reasons. Reaction channels are not. Honestly, I feel like I have just gone in a circle with this whole conversation. This reaction video was so hard to watch, but I wanted to do it. It was good for me to get my thoughts out a bit. I'm sure I have a lot more thoughts that I'm not currently cultivating, if that's the right word for it. Maybe there'll be a future reaction. I just feel like it's only fair that I am able to talk about these things since they are involving me.
I mean, sure, yeah.
Directly
absolutely
involving me. So I feel like I have every right to speak upon it, no matter what my stance is. But I do hope that you guys enjoy this reaction, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Wow, are we actually done with this? Holy crap. Dude, if y'all made it this far, thanks so much for watching. You're like almost 2 hours into a video, so that's awesome. Thank you guys for watching. So what did y'all think about the video? My thoughts, well, for one, I've never watched Joey before. I think he seems like a great reaction channel to watch. I can see why people like him. I can see why he has a great following. I think Amber completely missed the mark with it and missed the point of this. I think a lot of the point was that Amber doesn't change her content at all. And it's not for reaction channels to react to. It's just for her own channel. It's for her people that she claims over and over again that talk to her in private and love her content in private and tell her about it privately. It's for them, right? Like, it's so she can provide better content to them. And I think she's just completely missing that point. I think a lot of Jory's point is that she does the same thing over and over and over and over and over again, and her content doesn't change at all. And I agree, like, she does need to step it up and make it better if she really wants to keep increase the small following that she has left. Because, right, like, yes, she has over 200,000 subscribers, right? But how many of those are actually her fans? How many of those... I mean, we could even speculate they're bots. I don't even know if Amber would buy bots. Maybe she would. I don't know. But a lot of those people just follow just to dislike her content, right? So I would focus on the people that she likes and not rub in people's faces, and maybe actually just try to make better content. Like, no one's asking for her to change much. People are just asking for her to, like, I don't know, maybe do some edits. Maybe just put in a little effort. No one's asking her to skydive. No one's asking her to go to Disneyland, right? So I think she's just completely missing the mark with that. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching the video. Thanks for sticking around this long if you have. I'm getting a tattoo on Saturday. I'm getting a tat covering from here to here. So this cool vein's going to be covered up, unfortunately. But I'll let y'all know how it turns out. It's going to be like a 6 to 8 hour session. So I'll show y'all it. It'll be cool. Hopefully. We'll see how it turns out. But I'm super excited. But anyway, guys, that's all I got for y'all today. Y'all stay safe out there. I'll see y'all in the next video.